Hey, so Kathy has added you to my summer 2020 math course. So under D2L, you'll see the summer 2020 tab. I'm not sure if you have another course or not, but my course is the MAT 211. So you'll click here. Now, the first thing I'd recommend so you can kind of see it from a student's perspective is at the top where your name is. If you click your name and then click view as a student, it's going to kind of give you the experience of how it's going to look, and we can go through the logistics of how to do some of the things I've done. So this is just all my old announcements that I've done throughout the semester. Those don't really matter at this point. So I'm going to go to content, and I've hidden everything except for the stuff I've been working on. So the main thing that I recommend that you kind of take a look at is, it says MAT 211 content for the fall. I've organized it that way. And then the start of the semester is the important part of, what you kind of need to set up first in your course before anything else. So they're all web pages, and we can talk about one day like how to do them. I'm sure you can figure it out too, but if you need help, let me know. So I have a getting started, a course guide, my course syllabus, the schedule for the semester, which is, continued to change once we look at some things together, and then meet your instructor, so about me. So this is once again the student view, so it's not the editable view. So the getting started is where we do the screencast to walk students through the course. I have a direct link to the video. It says how long it is. And this little arrow after it means that it opens up in a separate window. I would always recommend that for your links. Otherwise, they open up within the same frame and the students kind of lose where they're at. So this is just the screencast I had made last semester. It just kind of goes through everything like that. I might need to make a new one now because of the layout has changed. So I'm going to work on that eventually. So at the top, I can arrow to the next section, which is the course guide. So this is a pretty fun page that I actually reformatted for the summer. So I've already edited this course description. So how these hyperlinks work, they actually all work well. So I can click on course description and it takes me here, and then I can go back to the top. Our course learning objectives. These are the main 6 learning objectives for our course. Back to the top. All of the things, time commitment, it says it takes about 8 to 10 hours a week because typically the class is 5:30 to 9:20, so 4 hours every week. And then homework time. So I'm not sure, I might need to edit the timing. I want to see what the college recommends. And our students need a scientific calculator. That's the biggest thing. The other things like required hardware, required software, recommended hardware, that's just stuff the college has recommended. I went over, it just like jumped really funny. I don't know what just happened there. Give me 1 second. There we go. I don't know if it's like in a weird mood right now. All right, sorry, let me go back to the course guide. And yeah, I've got to see why it's jumping around funny. Anyway, sorry, it wasn't just jumping around funny. And grading and everything like that is under here. So the next one is the course syllabus. They ask that we have a link to it, and once again, it opens up in a separate window. The course schedule is something that obviously we can play around with. Typically what I've done in the past is these are all hyperlinked to the different things. They might be broken right now because I have been just, in the beginning stages of working on my fall course. But I went through and kind of played around with everything, the pacing, so you can look at that to see what you think. I try to be mindful of stuff like the week of Thanksgiving, to try not to let them have too much stuff because I do know a lot of people go on vacation and stuff like that. And all the due dates are on the side. And I'll also make a printable version of this once we're done tweaking it. And then finally, you're going to do a meet your instructor page, and it talks about, who you are and then how to get in touch with you. So I use my personal cell phone number. You're welcome to create a Google Voice number. That might work. I use my Google Voice number from like my high school, like my normal job. So I choose to use my cell phone number for my college students, but it's up to you. Your email address, and then I've just created these generic office hours right now. And they'll be available like via a Zoom link. So my plan would be just to, for these hour time frames, have Zoom open, and when a student joins, I can sign in and help them. Also, I use Calendly. I can have students book other appointment times. I've not edited my availability lately, but there are availability links. And what happens is they sign up for a time slot if they need something outside of my normal office hours that I've happened to open for them. And they enter their details and it automatically sends them a Zoom link so they can sign into this Zoom to meet with me. So it's a really cool way and something to play with. So I'm gonna play around with to see what's going on with the course guide. But then you're welcome to just start taking a peek at some of the things I've already created. So I have the My Labs Plus page also created that kind of explains it, how to do it, how to sign in, and the link to it. I just follow the breadcrumbs back, so I'm just going back to the main page. I have a resources, so I use a Q&A for discussion boards. Honestly, no one used it last semester, but I would do one for each chapter, My Labs Plus, and questions before the semester. And then it goes into all the weeks. Before that, I do want to show you one of the cool tools. Actually, it's an activity, the checklists. So I need to tweak these, but the really nice thing that D2L does, and I also converted these to make them a printable version because some of my students were a little bit older and didn't always love the technology. So there would be no required Zoom meeting. So I would take that section out, but they can check off their homework assignments as they complete it, and it even lets them know when they've completed it. So it's a really good way for them to stay on track of what they're doing. I have not edited these since the summer semester still, but just to throw some ideas out there of how things work. I got better at making lessons over the course of the semester. So if I take a look at week 1, there's the checklist. And I've changed the pacing, so I've not edited any of these yet. But here was the first lesson about inductive and deductive reasoning, some visuals, a recording with a direct link, a little quick check from Quizlet that they could work on, and then they can go to the next lesson. 1.2 is about number patterns, and I just have all the different examples and reasoning about it, and then a couple number videos. I think the videos are going to be really important this semester since it's not web conferencing. So you can take a look. You're welcome to use all my content. You're welcome to edit it. You're welcome to throw it away. But I just wanted you to have something going into this to at least look at. Kathy gave me really good feedback, so hopefully it'll work, and we won't have to change too much, but I'm still playing around. But you're welcome to go into D2L and check out what I have so far. I'll work on that course guide and I'll let you know. All right, talk to you later.